Timothy Bradley, what'd you make of the fight?
Masterclass performance for Haney. I didn't think it'd be that easy. I did think that if he got his jab going, he was gonna be a nightmare for Kambosos. Just little tactical things that Kambosos, technique things that he does wrong. He carries his hands low, allowing openings. He leans a bit on his front foot, which brings his head closer to the jab. Haney had the reach. Haney had the height advantage as well. Boxing ability, athleticism, he had it all. But I thought Kambosos was going to let his hands go a little bit more. He stood at a range where he shouldn't have been. I was wondering, what the hell is your game plan? Eventually, you're going to have to close the gap. But when he closed the gap, he would come in a bit too close and then give his hands away. Then Haney was able to tie him up. So when he reacted, a lot of the times, it was only with one or two shots. He wasn't being creative with his combinations at all. Attack that damn body, man. You're the guy that moves and so loose and so elusive as that. You got to attack his body. That's the biggest target that you have, because you're going to have a hard time hitting his head. And you saw he had a hard time locating that head, bro.
Are you surprised that George didn't make those adjustments as the fight went on?
You know what? I am surprised, but at the same time, I said during the broadcast that every time you get hit with the jab, you got to reset your feet. You got to reset everything. Him being a counterpuncher first, thinking about countering first, you get hit with that jab, boom, now it's like, oh my goodness, now I gotta move. Now you gotta try to track him down and then recalibrate the distance again and then try to get in. But there's times where you just gotta sell out. You just gotta go forward. You're gonna get hit no matter what, but just when you do attack, you probably drop some feints on there, you might drop some probes and get off to the side and then attack. Just try various ways, man. There's endless possibilities. When you have depth, you got range, you can fight off your back foot, you can come forward, you can change your rhythms up. There's so much you can do, and you got the basic combinations, but if you do it from different angles, it's a different punch. It's different, man, and that's what he needs to do, and that's what he should have done.
Do you think George has what it takes to make a rematch more competitive?
No, I don't think so. I think that the styles make fights, man. And that's the thing. George is not a bad fighter. He's a great fighter. I don't want anybody to take anything away from what the kid has done. It takes guts, man. It takes balls to go overseas, bro, and do what he did and what he accomplished, and then come back here on his home turf and pick a guy like Haney, a guy that he knows that can possibly beat him. But that's the risk that we take being fighters, bro, when you want to be the best. So, I got a lot of respect for George. If he fights this fight, the rematch is going to be tough. It's going to be tough. It always is, because styles make fights. That jab of Haney is the son of a gun, man. And if he doesn't find a way to get rid of that thing, he's going to have a horrible night like he had tonight.
And last one, Devin's first undisputed lightweight world champion. What does that do for his career and legacy moving forward?
Instant star, man. Instant credibility, man. Instant star. Everybody's had their questions about Devin. I've had my questions about him as well. He showed that he's light years ahead of the competition tonight, man. He beat a great quality champion in Kambosos. People shouldn't take nothing away from Kambosos. No, it wasn't a fluke or whatever. No, Kambosos fought as hard as he possibly can. He was just outgunned. They had a better fighter in there tonight. Haney fought a perfect fight. He didn't make a mistake in there, bro. So, at the end of the day, Haney's the man. New star is born. We're looking forward to better fights down the road. Just a loaded division. So, we'll see, bro. We'll see where Haney ends up next.
Can anyone beat him?
Huh?
Can anyone beat Devin?
Oh, man, there's always somebody out there to beat you. Styles make fights, but, man, there's a loaded division at 135, bro, with power and speed. Yes, everybody's beatable, and he is too.